Hey, Shalom. We want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all the other icons that's preaching 144 truth, coming out of GMS, right? This is Las Vegas Camp Man of Valor. I'll go by Cologne, hopefully coming to you with another edifying lesson. To you men, women, and children of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and speckled birds, that fatherland go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? Yahweh Shem Shah is your power and your power alone, which Yahweh means he is, he exists, by Hashem in the name, and Yahweh Shah means he's delivered, he is salvation, all right? Because the only ones who's going to receive salvation on this go-around is the 144,000 men, first and foremost, that government body, all right, and the men, women, and children who believe on the testimony of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? The name of this lesson is going to be Our Help is in the Name of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? Because now we can see things is really heating up, all right? We can see, hey, we in World War III right now, all right? Seeing what's going on, all right? The U.S. and Iran attacked Iran, and Iran hit 7 locations in one day, all right? So don't think that's not going to come on the shores here of this great whore, America, all right? Rome 2.0, the spirit of Egypt, all right? And Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All is this abomination place that we live in here, in this, because this is the end all be all here, all right? The shores of America, all right? This is the final level. And everything that's happening overseas happened there first, and then it's going to hit the shores of America, all right? But you still got these 2 turds out here, all right? Living life like nothing's happening, man, all right? You have those are waking up, so they starting to see, all right? What the prophets been prophesizing for 40 plus years, starting with our apostles Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramalan, Apostle Rakal, and all the other apostles and elders, all right? Prophecy of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? The truth comes out of GMS and like-minded men who push the same doctrine, all right, of Yahweh Shem Shai and the prophecies, okay? What's going on? There's just a few more things until big bro Yahweh Shai arrives on behalf of our father Yahweh, man, all right? When that charagma be mandated, all right? And who gonna fold, all right? What's that, Jeremiah 37, all right? At last that day is great. It's none like it, all right? It's the time of Jacob's trouble. We're in it, all right? But he should be saved out of it. And that's the name, Yahweh Shem Shai, the name we're going to be calling on to get us through it, all right? Some will be the martyrs of the testimony of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? And that's still being saved, all right? Because at least you, Lord willing, part elect, you be in the chariots coming when he arrives to get the rest of your brothers and sisters, all right? They take you on an early vacation, all right? It's beautiful. There's three ways that can happen. You get martyr of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right? Receiving spiritual power, right? And being helped by the angels. Getting beamed up in the chariot. That's the end all be all. That's what we fighting for, all right? That mercy, all right? And Lord willing, my name's on the list, all right? The book of life, all right? That's what we doing this for. This is what we fighting for, all right? What he told us in Wisdom Solomon 6:20, 6 and 20 is like, if your desire is wisdom, right? Get her, paraphrasing scripture, all right? And if we want to sit on thrones and scepters, you kings of my people, all right? But who's giving that? Those rewards and blessings. And who's going to receive that? Only the elect. All right, the 144,000 men, 12,000 of each tribe started from Judah all the way down to Issachar. All right, those men. All right, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. All right, but this is what it's for, because when all hell breaks loose, right? You remember that movie Ghostbusters? Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters when trouble was happening, right? Nah. And Jeebus Christ definitely ain't gonna help you, man. Nah. All these false damn idols, there's only one. All right, and that's Yahweh Shem Shai. And the elect of Israel, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and speckled birds, all right, who believe in Yahweh Shem Shai are the only ones. I got that Proverbs 8, 10, and 10. I'm gonna pull that. All right. But that's what we're doing early. Right? If Yahweh Shem Shai is knocking on your door, you better open it. Close it, lock it, and make sure he never leaves. Because that's the worst. He said, many are called, few are chosen. So if you do come and leave, ooh, wait, you're done. All right. And that's fear. And we hope that don't happen to us and we keep going. All right. Because hey, I want to receive mercy. I definitely want to be there at the first fruits, right? See it all. What? Man, that's a beautiful reward, man. All right, seeing Yahweh Shai get what was given to him by Yahweh, and then Romans 8 and 17 be joint heirs because he gonna share the creator or creation who created all things, heaven and earth, sees everything you see, everything we encountering, everything. He created it. And he gonna share that with the elect, with his brothers. And you see what the hell's going on. And it's gonna get worse before it get beauty. You gotta, hey, all this hell we gotta go through to get to that heaven. Even though heaven starts within us. All right. And we see it. The elect see it. All right. But you got people waking up seeing the wickedness of this damn place. Right. Just recently seen a video of how America in 800 wars. Wait, was it not 800 wars? 800. They just been in war for 247 years. And 16 of those years they haven't really been doing, but they constantly been in just constantly war with everybody. Even China came out with that information. All right. And just look it up. All right. America gonna get is. Please believe that. This place is still a virgin, have not been popped yet. And it will be soon. 200 million. And chariot lasers. Tearing this place up. All right. But it's showing you that Iran ain't no pushover. You just can't push them over and think they ain't gonna respond. Bullshit. That's what they telling you. Not on our watch. You think you're gonna attack us and we ain't gonna what? Nah, well, fuck the deal. We don't want the deal, Trump. We're gonna show you we real with it. That's what they doing. Let me get into it because hey, this is gonna be Psalms 124, and we're gonna hit verse 8. It says, our help, and this is Israel, because our help, I'm about to show you right here. It says, our help is in the name of the Lord, which is all caps, which that's referring to Yahweh. All right, that's our help. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai? All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, who made heaven and earth, everything we see. And Israel, heaven is coming. All right, second Ezra is what we at the end of Esau, right? Rulership, we see in the downfall of this kingdom. It's beautiful times. And the beginning that followeth is what? Jacob. All right, eternity kingdom, which is Yahweh Shai's, everlasting. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Yes, that kingdom is coming. And Lord willing, part of your elect, man. All right. Because we're getting close. We're getting close. I'm going to pull this right here, Psalms 146. And I'm going to just get straight to the point. 5, it says, but the NLT, it says, but joyful are those who have the power of Israel as their helper. Because Yahweh Shemiah Shai is the God of Israel. He ain't the God of the world. You know how these tacky Christians like to use John 3 and 16. For God so loved the world, he gave his son. He loves everybody. No, the hell he don't. All he loved is Jacob, which he surname change was Israel. Yashra Allah, he prince of the power. 12 tribes. All right, 12 sons that came out of Jacob. All right. That's the God of Israel as their helper, whose hope is in the Lord, their power, Lord, their power. All right. Like I said, the name of this lesson is what? Our help is in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Not Yeshua or Jehovah or Allah, Jesus Christ. All these false idol names, man. And those who know his name is taking his name in vain. That's the first commandment. Hey, don't take Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai name in vain when you know it and you still calling on Jesus the Christ. United in Christ type bullshit. What? Nah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai ain't going for that. You know his name and you still ain't using it? still using names that they conquer our people with to enslave us with, right? And you still having your congregation still calling up on a name that ain't worth shit, that came from a hey y'all, a mo, a sugar tank. Got to be careful with the words you say around here, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Proverbs 18:10. Because this is one of my favorites right here. Because this is what we doing, man. All right. I quoted it, but I didn't say it. But now I'm about to say it right here. Proverbs 18:10. Oh, I'm looking at Twitter. I'm like, what the? My eyes are tripping. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. You see that? So all this hell that's going on, that's going to hit the shores of America. And when you going to need help, who you going to call on, man? See, we calling on the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right? That's who we call upon to help us when we in distress or in need. All right? Building that spiritual relationship with our father and brother, man. Because we can't get to Yahweh. You can't get to Yahweh if you don't get with the Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai told us, you can't get to the Father but through me. So how you think you're going to get to the Father? You got people already think they can just get to Yahweh. They don't need Yahweh Shai. Ain't that a bitch? You going to find out the hard way, nigga? Right on. You going to. You're going to find out the hard way. All right? That's self-exploring. You get it. I couldn't even get the word out. All right? But you get it. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run through it and is safe. All right? And that lets you see that Jeremiah 30:7, but he should be saved out of it. Those will be saved because they will be calling on the right name. All right? They won't be calling on a name that have no damn power, man. All right? We can see the power in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, how it shakes spirits. All right? It shakes spirits, man. It shook me when I heard it. Man, let me go to Wisdom Solomon 3:9. All right? It says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. All right? And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is in to his saints, and he hath cared for his elect. That's Yahweh Hashem Shai. The elect knows this. Lord went part of that number, and the saints, all right? His men, the prophets, doing the work in the will of Yahweh Hashem Shai. All right, and understanding, hey, that's our help when all this hell, when it really breaks loose. All right? Okay? Because that's who we calling upon. But who are the 2/3 of Israel calling upon? Still Jesus Christ. Trump probably, right? All these other, you calling on men to help? See how that's going to do you. All right? When your biggest fear comes to you. See who you going to call on then, right? What was that? All right? What are you going to do? Exodus 14:14. Going to say, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. That's who's fighting for us. That's our helper. We can't do nothing until Yahweh Shai arrives here, man. But we know we in the times that we gonna see men with spiritual power, just like the files that came out on Semi Tukio. All right, and Salaki if I said his name wrong. All right, but there's documents showing that men had spiritual power. All right, Semi Tukio. All right, and pardon my those who know already. I got a speech impediment. I be trying. All right, I be trying. All right, but I don't want to keep butchering the man's name. But there's information out that is coming out that a man has spiritual power, right? And he let them know, since you don't want me to be here, I'm gonna leave. But when I come back, it's gonna be more men like me, and y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Basically, Supermans who will be bright burn. I can't wait. Lord, well, I'm part of one of them. All right, I can't wait. Cause what are you gonna do to a guy that got Superman power? Nothing. You see Esau Edom with the blessing he got with the sword, carnal spiritual power he wants to give you. As you look at the Justice League, you see Jake, so-called black man, right? You see all the white superheroes, but you got to see the so-called black man mixed with what? Machines, All right. Man and machine had to use the black man. Right? There you got it. Look at the gadget. Look how cool Cyborg is. Bullshit. Nah. We want that spiritual power like Superman. But you gonna see some of them be them cyborgs. They're lining up for it. Neuralink, whatever other damn businesses they got. All right. But we know Yahweh Shemi Shah is our power. Okay. And I'm gonna end it up on this and hope this was edifying to the elect, man, because it's gonna get real crazy out here, man, and people not understanding that, and they thinking, oh, I'm gonna keep living my life. It's not gonna be in my time. Oh, the hell it is. All right. You see the news, seeing what's going on. You know what times we in. But Jake don't care. He's still on that. I gotta get a bag. I'm trying to do this and do that. They ain't trying to get right with Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right. Built the mind, mind, body, and spirit with Yahweh Shemi Shai to be on his good case, be on the good side of Yahweh Shemi Shai. But you want to be on the hit list, and your number gonna be called. All right, because Yahweh Shemi Shai paid the price not only for himself first and foremost, but for the elect of Israel. All right, the whole house of Israel will be saved, Romans 11:26. Don't get me wrong, but the elect is going to be saved on this go around. All right, when the second death of fire comes, only a few will make it, not the whole house of Israel. The shores of America is like a big giant. What's the word I'm trying to say? A lot of bloodshed gonna happen here. Sacrifices will be made. All right, a lot of bloodshed's coming, man. Things we ain't never seen before, encountered before. Yahweh Shemi Shai is gonna let it all loose, man. Because evil red, Romans, Revelations 12:12, he gonna come like a madman, sparing none. Is getting close to that time. They've been showing you they toys. You seen all these goddamn fucking machines doing martial arts and shit. And then they super soldiers and mixing machines with men, cyborgs. Carnal spiritual power. Bullshit. Right? And they're gonna make it look cool for y'all. But y'all don't believe that's gonna be men with spiritual power flying around here. Right? Disappearing like Nightcrawler and reappearing somewhere else like Jumpers, the movie. Good movie if you've never seen it. Huh? Fast. Flying to and fro. Like I said, my favorite, Brightburn, aka Superman. Invisible. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Again, this is Psalms 96 and verse 5. It says, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh Shemi Shai made the heavens. So basically, Yahweh Shemi Shai is the true power. All the other gods is folly, bruh. Bullshit. Man, don't call on none of that. Yahweh Shemi Shai made everything we see. First, Yahweh made it all. Then he gave the blueprint to Yahweh Shai. And then Yahweh Shai and the elect. That's the true power. And that's who's going to help the elect in the times that are coming ahead of us, man. So I hope this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashir and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all the other icons that's preaching the 144 truth coming out of GMS. All right, this is the Las Vegas Camp Man of Valor. Go by Cologne. Until next time, Shalom.